Let's talk a little bit about what the results have been overall, what you've seen from the marketing and how that's kind of built or taken off. How would you scale it up at this point?
Hello, I'm Dick Schwalik, dental communication consultant and owner of Niche Dental. And I'm talking with my dentist client about his results over 3 years using the Connective Communication approach. Since we started in 2008, in August, that was the beginning of what we were working on. And by the time we got everything going, it was about March or April of 2009. And from then on, we've seen from 30 to 35 patients per month, new patients that he has gotten in. That isn't counting any current patients that are doing more. Coming up, the remainder of the client revenues rise testimonial, a bonus clip from the client, and in this Niche Dental Connective Communication presentation of just under 7 minutes. I will provide some background as well as present elements that involve my work with others to implement the projects clients require within a consulting arrangement, either as a marketing coach or in an overall campaign management and project development capacity. He has increased his sales, as he says, 5 to 10% or more, while other dentists have been seeing drops by maybe 3 to 4 times that amount in their sales. And he has continued to grow only because of communication. There are dentists out there that will say, why is he doing all this? Some kind of negative connotation of doing all this. It's communication. It's giving the consumer what they need to take action on their health needs. To a certain extent, dentists that aren't doing this are actually doing something that I don't think is very good, which is not giving information to get patients to come in on a more regular basis to do better things for their health. It's not the public health department that is doing it. He's doing it. He's getting the benefits of being proactive and assertive in telling the public what they need to know and the new things that are occurring so they come in. More to come of this Niche Dental production. NicheDental.com. Other dentists need to go in this mode of getting people to know more about it, and they'll benefit from it. That's how it worked for him.
I was having cocktails with my lab technician. He's nationally known. And he was saying to me how every client or account he's had has been down 40% over the last couple of years from the crash. And I'm the only one he knows out of 500 accounts that has not only done well through this economic debacle, but has thrived. And I have gone up maybe 5 to 10% every year since 2008.
The completion of the client testimonial right after this success element background interview of a direct mail expert.
A direct mail customer, I know they also need all of these other aspects. And conversely,
that's Oli Gonsalves of Express Dental Marketing and the Other Office, co-consultant of mine in the direct mail field. How have you been developing your partnerships and working with other individuals to help dental practices grow, Oli?
When I started the company, Express Dental Marketing, I knew I needed to be affiliated with somebody that had an in-depth knowledge of dentistry, and so I chose Niche Dental. And if you look at our website, www.expressdentalmarketing.com or expressdm.com, every single postcard that was designed has got intelligence behind that postcard, and that came from Niche Dental, specifically from Dick. One of the reasons I've affiliated myself with Niche Dental is because I personally understand that postcards is just one element of total marketing communications. There's a whole bunch of other elements. They include websites, they include consulting, they include outdoor advertising. And conversely, working with Niche Dental, I am one component of a wide array of tools that Dick has to offer.
NicheDental.com. And finally, according to Oli,
the purpose of my affiliation with Niche Dental is it brings value to my customers.
We're even ahead by about 10% this year. And so it's been a continual growth curve. You can't complain about that.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Clem.
Time for a bonus clip. Don't let those naysayers downgrade the value and power of communication.
I guess I'd probably start with the beginning. I knew that I was moving into a very competitive market, moving my practice from a small town to a larger town. 30 miles was the move, and everyone thought I was crazy for making that move because there already were too many dentists in this town, they thought. I see a lot of dentists, they come out and they market for maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 months max, and then they're gone. Finally, I took the plunge, and I knew the only way I was going to be able to accomplish it was through advertising. And with postcards, for example, I did some postcards, and I pulled out of them before I worked with you, and it was funny. 6 months later, a year later, people were showing up at my door with these postcards that I had sent out. Some people sit on it.
Inducements vary by consumer.
It's like the mailer you get in the newspaper from Ace Hardware.
Inducement categories: general knowledge, functional elements, clinical developments, and new knowledge.
It's like the mailer you get in the newspaper from Ace Hardware.
Inducements change the dynamic. Create inducements.
You don't need a hammer today, but
Inducements change the dynamic. Create inducements.
You don't need a hammer today, but one day it's going to reach you and you're going to need that hammer, and then that will be there in front of you.
Change the dynamic.
One day it's going to reach you and you're going to need that hammer, and then that will be there in front of you. And so it's been a continual growth curve. You can't complain about that.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Klim.
Communication is everything. This has been a special client testimonial presentation by Niche Dental. Call Oli at 1-88-380-0020. This is not about anyone else's success. This is about your success. NicheDental.com